Blessed day everyone. So the topics more want to talk about in this video: 55-year-old farmer shot after pointing gun at police, 16-year-old charged for involvement in robbery and shooting, a Jamaican to be deported from Bahamas for breaching curfew order, and Jodian Feron died from heart failure and the family's attorney speaks out. So the first thing me go talk about is the farmer who gets shot for pointing the gun at police. So it says 55-year-old farmer shot after pointing gun at cops, checking on dispute. A man who was shot and injured after allegedly pointing a firearm at the police when they responded to an incident at his home in Jeffreytown, Gale, St. Mary on Friday, April the 24th, has been charged in relation to the incident. He is 55-year-old farmer David Williams. He has been charged with illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and assault at common law. Reports are that about 11:15 p.m., a police team responded to reports of a disturbance at Williams' home. During the checks by the law enforcers, Williams allegedly pulled a firearm from his waistband and pointed it at the police team, resulting in him being shot. A 9mm pistol and 5 9mm rounds of ammunition were seized during the incident. Williams was admitted to a hospital under police guard for treatment for his injury and was later charged with the offenses. So people, tell me now, if this brother is not sick, you say police are come check on a dispute, Zin, I guess you and your woman in an argument, and you got point, I saw your head hot, you got take out the gun out of your waist and point it off for the police them. No, sir, this brother you definitely not love him life. But the good thing is that him not dead still, Zin people, but it obvious same one give a fee 3 points. You understand? And at the end of the day, if people hear you and somebody in an argument and it had developed to a certain extent, then they might go call the police, and that person who him in an argument with, they are very lucky if him willing to point the gun at the police. Zane, then what would I do to them? But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm going to move right on to the next story. Jodian Feron died from heart failure, says attorney. A post-mortem has revealed that first-time mom Jodian Feron died from heart failure. The attorney for Feron's family, Isaac Buchanan, said this afternoon this was communicated to him by Jeff Tafford, the medical doctor hired to observe the procedure. The post-mortem was conducted at the University Hospital of the West Indies this afternoon. The autopsy was reportedly conducted after a tense back and forth between the officials at UHII and Feron's family, who claimed that hospital administrators declined to give them access to her medical files. According to the family, the hospital indicated that this was on the instruction for attorneys for Andrews Memorial Hospital, who asserted that Feron's medical file was protected by confidentiality. Feron died at the UHII under controversial circumstances on the weekend hours after delivering her baby. She was earlier refused admission to the UHII and Victoria Jubilee after having to leave the privately operated Andrews Memorial Hospital, where she had spent 1 day on a ward. So yes, people, from the look of things, it seemed like the family now get a fair treatment as well. You know, it's just very sad to see what's going on. I'm not even too good dwell upon it, but you know the thing that really touched me is that the girl was looking forward to being a mom, you know, and this just happened. Boy, it's like, you know, when you're so happy and you have such a bright day and it just went left or it just got left and everything just become pure darkness. But at the end of the day, just like when we say everybody I say, the family deserve justice. And hopefully them get that, you see me? But as me say, people, you know, everybody are going to try withhold things and people are going to try go around this and that. And I don't know me at all, but me not even too want to get into that. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. And I'm going to move on to the next story. 16-year-old girl charged for alleged part in robbery and dramatic shooting. The police have charged a 16-year-old girl following investigation after she and a man reportedly held up a 52-year-old taxi operator at gunpoint and robbed him of money and other items in late March. The teenager was, however, allegedly stopped in her tracks when soldiers and police at a security checkpoint came in contact with the vehicle in which she was traveling with the armed man and the taxi operator. Reports are that a man traveling with the teen engaged the security team at the checkpoint in a shootout. 2 members of the security team were injured in the exchange. 2 incidents which allegedly involved the teenager occurred along Spanish Town Road in the vicinity of 3 Miles Overpass Bridge and at the joint police/military checkpoint at the Spanish Town Road and Cole Lane T Junction in the Kingston 13 area. The police said the female, along with 2 males, boarded a Toyota Wish motor car that were being driven by a 52-year-old taxi operator. Reports are that the taxi operator was proceeding northwest along Spanish Town Road in the direction of Red Stripe when the now accused female, who was seated at the front passenger seat, requested a stop. The driver stopped the motor vehicle and the now accused female exited the motor car and allegedly immediately told the complainant that it was the wrong place she was getting off and wanted to go to Chisholm Avenue. The cab driver told the now accused female that he had first to drop off the other passengers in Seaview Gardens before he could take her to Chisholm Avenue, and she agreed and re-entered the vehicle. The complainant subsequently let off one of the men in Seaview Gardens, but one remained with the female teen. They were heading towards the 3 Miles area when, upon reaching the vicinity of 3 Miles Bridge, the male passenger who was on the back seat brandished a gun and pointed it at the driver and demanded his properties while ordering him to drive into downtown Kingston. The now accused female passenger then began to rob the complainant of an undetermined sum of cash, an Alcatel cell phone valued at $7,000, and his wallet with his documents. The cab driver, amid the experience, proceeded along Spanish Town Road until he reached a security checkpoint along the way, where in a bid to get assistance from the law enforcers there, he jumped out of the car and ran towards the security personnel while shouting "Gunman" in the car. The now accused female then reportedly exited the motor car and ran to the checkpoint while the male passenger alighted from the unit and opened gunfire at the security forces, who took evasive action and returned the fire at the gunman. A soldier and police at the checkpoint were hit in their left thigh and the gunman managed to escape, but the teen was held. The injured law enforcers were rushed to a hospital where they were treated and released. It is not known if the gunman was injured in the exchange. A security force vehicle at the checkpoint was also damaged in the process. The stolen phone, another black cell phone and a wallet were retrieved from the taxi. The now accused female was taken into custody and eventually charged following a question and answer interview and a statement from the complainant. So yes, people, 16-year-old girl, Jano Star, she have nothing better to do than to link up with man and try rob taxi drivers and them thing there. And these are the things them I'm complain about daily, you know. You see these teenagers, but I know people, things and times really change, trust me. But I one thing still, you know, people, I'm glad say nothing happened to the taxi driver, because I feel like say if that checkpoint wasn't there, so, and say them end up reach where them want to go, then maybe would have end up a kill the taxi driver, you see me. But as me said, this 16-year-old, hopefully them deal with her wicked, because some of them little pitney are them too damn cruel, man. And they see for them family I come ball out, say, whoa, my pitney never involved in nothing. I lie them a tell, and this and that, and police wicked, and them a try frame our daughter and all them type of things there. But your daughter involved in a wicked acts. But as me say, people, leave in the comments and make me know when you think about this. I'm going to move on to the final story. Jamaican to be deported from Bahamas after breaching curfew order. A Jamaican woman is to be deported from the Bahamas after being fined for breaching the curfew order to help curtail the spread of the coronavirus there. The convict, 25-year-old Shanice Thomas of Kingston, was among several individuals who appeared in a Bahamian magistrate court on Monday for curfew and lockdown infractions, according to the local Tribune newspaper. Thomas pleaded guilty to the charge and was subsequently fined $500 Bahamian with an alternative of 3 months in prison. It is alleged that on Sunday, April the 26th, at about 10:25 p.m., the police saw Thomas on New Province Highway. She was later arrested and charged. The Bahamian government has imposed a 24-hour curfew on weekdays, while on weekends complete lockdowns were enforced from Fridays at 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. on Mondays. In defending her actions, Thomas told the presiding magistrate that she left her house because she received a call from a male friend who asked her to visit his office for 2 hours to provide him with assistance. The Jamaican further said her friend had told her that he had called the Bahamian COVID-19 emergency hotline to get permission for her to visit him. The magistrate, however, told Thomas that she should have called the emergency hotline herself if she needed to leave her house. After handing down the fine, the magistrate told Thomas that she would have been deported to Jamaica once travel restrictions are lifted. So yes, people, as me say, some of these Jamaicans feel like so them can go any country and just do as them please. But see there, the people them now have it, you see me? And them say them charge her $500, and I think that workout in our currency would have been $70,000 just because she break the law. So sometimes you have to think before you do certain things. And I go that what kind of assistance him did need, so that she did definitely have to leave fear house and thing. Boy, people may try not to think it. But leave in the comments and make me know when you think about this. And people, remember, stay safe and bless upon yourself. I'm out.